The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucs are underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Joe Tryon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Second and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Brady going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Gronkowski, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Brady again. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Etienne. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, 66. Check 3. Help him. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Lawrence to Jones. First down, Jacksonville. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Down. 60 all. Good.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Check motion. 53 Linda. 44's Mike.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Laviska Chenault, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
44, 44, Mike. Ozzy, I got you. 44 is the Mike.
On play action, now Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
47 is the mic. 47. Oh, you got Rip.
Now a play fake. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And my goodness, another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Let's go. Hey, check back 47. Check back 47. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. I got you, punk.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown, 55 yards. And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
10-2, sir. Hurry. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks, here we go from Tampa. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. On first down, Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On second and very short, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards. Again, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He finds his man complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll check this one off to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. (7-7) our score after 1. 2nd and 2. Brady to throw again. Dumps it off to Fournette. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jumper, 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 jumper. Check 13. Check 13. Go, go, go. We need win now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That would complete to Crochet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw once more on second and 10. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Patrick Queen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. An option handoff here to Dobbins. A strong running. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Hey, Bolt 66. 0-0, Mike 3. All day, baby, all day. Mike 3. Mike 3. Let's go, D. Let's go. Malcolm.
Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey, check it. Check three. Hey, motion backfield. Mike 3. All day, just like that. Buzz. Be ready. Go Bandit.
To throw is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Six yards left on second down. Jackson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Brady to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
You got nothing. You got nothing. 40's the line. Squeeze. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Check it. Reload. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Brady.
Let's go. Big zero right here.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going down.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.